Hi, I'm Liz and welcome to Liz's Plastic Models. Today we're going to look at the Tamiya A34 Comet British Cruiser tank. This is one of their newer kits. I believe it's from 2022 or about, and its item number is 35380. Some background about the Comet. It is a late war British tank and was developed from the earlier Cromwell. It is armed with the high-velocity 77mm main gun, which is a development of the 17-pounder anti-tank gun. This enabled it to take on late-war German armor like the Panther and the Tiger on more equal terms. Anyway, let's open this kit up and take a look. The kit has the typical Tamiya instruction set up here. They have a black and white manual, shows the image of the finished model, color callouts, recommended tools and stuff. Two very brief depictions of the markings here. It shows the construction of the hull. I believe there's about 40 steps in this kit. Continued construction of the hull here. There's like the engine deck, the running gear, link and length tracks, as we'll see in a moment. Fenders, stowage boxes, tools, tow cable, I believe that's the towing hitch, various brackets and little odds and ends here. The exhaust shroud and stuff. Then we're on to the turret. Let's see, putting the turret together, the commander's cupola, various little odds and ends, the machine gun, the main gun. There's a stowage box in the back here. Putting the turret onto the hull, various little odds and ends here, spare track links and stuff. There are two figures in the kit, two partial figures, they're not complete. Putting the hatches together, positioning figures. Yeah, there's 43 steps in here. Tamiya also includes another sheet that shows color, a color depiction of the marking options. Both of these are from the 11th Armored Division in 1945. Pretty basic markings, tactical markings, and the Western Allied stars and stuff there. They also show a brief. They also write a brief history on the vehicle on here as well, and also they include this little sheet of tech tips and stuff. All right, now we will be taking a look at the sprues. Sprue A, and by the way, there's two of these in the kit, contains mostly the road wheels and the tracks. As you can see, they are link and length. It also contains the torsion bars here. Well, I guess they're technically not torsion bars since it's a Christie suspension, but for the purpose of this, I'm calling them torsion bars. They also have the idler wheels, the things for the ends of the tow cable, a couple little stowage pieces here, like some little packs and a helmet. There's some holstered, I believe those are Enfield revolvers, return rollers. I believe that's the little thing to mount the figures into the turret. Like I say, there's two of these in the kits. Sprue B contains most of your hull, not all of the hull parts, but most of the hull. The belly plate. Now, the Christie suspension has the hull sides. There's an inner and an outer hull, basically. These are the inner hull, and we'll look at that in a moment. But basically, your torsion bars will go on this side, and then there'll be another plate sandwiched over it. But in any case, these are the inner hull sides. This, I believe, is part of the nose. These two pieces are inner stiffeners for when you put this together. the engine deck, the rear, I'm sorry, that's the glacis plate, the top where the turret mounts, the turret ring, the front plate that has the driver's, viewing port, as well as the area where the 7.92 millimeter BESA machine gun mounts. Oh, and also two figures, various parts there. I believe it's a loader and a commander figure. This is sprue C. As you can see, we have other hull plates here. These are the outer plates that go over the suspension, as I had said, with the Christie suspension. You also have fenders, the ends of the fenders and stuff, sand guards. You also have the basic parts of the turret. You have the lower turret, including the ring. You have two sides. You have the top. You have the front of the turret. You have the gun mantlet, as well as the canvas molded as a single piece. This will not be able to elevate and to go up and down, elevate and depress. You also have the stowage box at the back, as well as, I believe those are actually stowage boxes that go on the fenders. Sprue D contains various other parts, including, most notably, the gun. The gun is a single piece. The gun tube is a single piece, so you don't have to glue it together. Just be a minor molding seam to go over with to clean up. They do, however, break the muzzle brake down into two pieces. Half of it is molded on the gun, and the other half, as you can see, is just glues onto that. That's not as big a deal. You also have various little brackets and odds and ends here. Couple of the hatches, more hatches. These, I believe, are stiffeners for the fenders. You have the tow cable, which comes in multiple pieces. It is not one of those little strings. It's actually a plastic cable that you have to glue together, and it doesn't fray and stuff when you go to cut it up and whatnot. This is part of the mounting for the 7.92 millimeter BESA at the co-driver station. They have a gun travel lock here. It does not look like it will be usable because it's molded closed. I'm sure if you really wanted to, you could do some surgery on that and open it up and make it usable and depict the tank with the gun in its travel lock. Two BESA 7.92 millimeter machine guns. I don't know which goes where, but one of these goes on the turret, coaxial to the main gun. The other is mounted in the hull for the co-driver to operate. You have some little armored splash guard. I believe that goes in front of the commander's cupola. Two pieces that go on the rear deck. Obviously that's a little engine grate, and that's some kind of cover or other. You have two cowlings included in this kit. The optional one is it's listed in the instructions as the quote-unquote Normandy cowling. This goes over the exhaust and all that stuff. They also have a different one, which would be this one. I believe doesn't say, but I think that's the quote-unquote late model. I imagine it's probably cut out so that way they can lay the gun on the deck without having it, so it's not, when they're traveling, they can lower the gun down farther. The Normandy cowling, I'm presuming here, because the Comet didn't enter service until 1945, this is actually a holdover from the Cromwell, and the Cromwell didn't have a long gun, so they didn't need to have it cut out. It's my speculation on it anyway. They also have the cupola here. I believe that's the driver's viewing hatch. That's part of it too. I believe those are part of the final drives or something. I'm not completely sure. There's various tools here, shackles and stuff. There's a light. There's a leaf spring here. I believe this is part of the towing hitch, actually. I believe that's most of the stuff on here. The other stuff is just kind of little odds and ends here. Yeah. There's also one clear sprue included. This isn't originally from this kit. This is listed as sprue G. I don't know what kit this is from, but it's not originally from this kit. You only use, I believe it's G1. I'll have to look it up to see what kit this is actually from. I know they've done several British tanks around the same time frame as this. I think there's an Archer SP gun, and I believe there's a, is it the one infantry tank? I forget what it is. But yeah, these will go in the spares box. There's nothing wrong with that. It's always useful to have extra parts. There are two poly caps that go, I believe they're sandwiched in between. I believe they're sandwiched in between the side plates when you put that together in the location of the drive sprockets and stuff. It all makes sense putting it together. Finally, we have the decals. Not a whole lot here. It's just two marking options. You have the star that goes on the top of the turret. A couple numerical marks, tactical numerical marks. Unit markings. I guess that's the emblem for a unit. They have these triangular tactical markings. Names for two vehicles, it's like Crusader and Celebrity, as well as a number call out for one tank. I believe the other one doesn't have a number. And that wraps up everything in the box. All right, thank you for joining me as we took a look at this kit, and there will be more to come soon. Thank you very much and have a good day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.